All right, cosmic divers, get ready because Karina's journal entries are back, and this time she's calling it Journey to the Jewel Valley.
This is going to be good.
It really does sound like it lives up to the name, but before we jump in any further, can you remind us about what exactly the Jewel Valley is and what's so important about it?
Of course. So the Jewel Valley is, it's more than just like a landscape filled with jewels.
Right.
It's a realm where thoughts manifest into reality, especially desires for wealth and power.
So like the things people really, really want.
Exactly. It's almost like a living metaphor for ambition and what it can do to people, both the good and the bad.
That's a really interesting concept. So this is like high stakes for Karina, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And remember, the whole point of the Centaur Project is for Karina to master the application of knowledge, not just accumulate it.
Right. So this isn't just some fun little side quest for her.
Not at all. The Jewel Valley is like a crucible where she has to control her thoughts and desires in a place where they have real consequences.
Oh, wow. So any little slip up could have huge implications.
Exactly. Think of it as a training ground for the mind, with incredibly high stakes.
And it sounds like she's not just there to observe, she's actually creating these jewels.
Oh yeah, she's tapping into some serious power. I mean, remember her unique DNA and her lineage give her a real edge in this realm.
Yeah, she's got quite the family tree.
Right, and she can teleport these treasures within the valley, no problem, but bringing them to Earth, that's a whole other challenge.
Ah, so there are rules, even in a place where thoughts become reality.
It's a good reminder that true mastery isn't just about getting what you want, it's about understanding the limits of power.
Okay, so we've got this training ground, this young woman with incredible potential and the ability to create a fortune in jewels. Where's the danger in all this?
Well, like any place with this much concentrated power, the Jewel Valley attracts the wrong kind of people.
People who want to take advantage.
Exactly. Karina's journal entries mention experienced sorcerers who prey on newcomers.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They lure them in with promises of wealth and knowledge and then enslave them to transport treasure.
Wow. So they're using people's own desires against them.
It's a dark side to a place that seems so beautiful on the surface.
It's a good reminder that things are not always what they seem.
And there's another layer of danger that's even more disturbing.
Oh.
The portal to the valley opens every Monday at 11 p.m. for 48 hours.
Okay.
And sometimes people accidentally wander in during their sleep.
They're being there sleep.
They're drawn by the energy vortex. You know, it's like sleepwalking into a nightmare.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
So even if you don't intend to go there, you could still end up in this dangerous place.
Exactly. And these accidental travelers, they're incredibly vulnerable, easy targets for those sorcerers.
That's a whole other level of risk.
Absolutely.
So how does Karina, with her immense power and I imagine a huge target on her back, even approach this challenge? I mean, she's not exactly blending in, right?
That's where things get interesting. After graduating from Dreamstrony, you know, that hidden academy where she honed her unique abilities,
Right.
Karina chooses Lucas, her mentor, to guide her through the valley.
Okay, so she's got backup.
Always a good idea. And get this, their intention to travel together aligns their paths on the astral plane, and instead of some hidden cave or mystical grove, they end up in a grand hall, like an intergalactic airport,
Wow.
filled with wizards and witches from across the cosmos. Imagine that. A cosmic layover on your way to a realm of manifested desires.
That's an incredible image. It really emphasizes that this isn't just some isolated world.
It's connected to a vast network of powerful beings and forces.
Which makes you wonder who else might be watching Karina's progress, for good or for bad.
Exactly. It's a crucial point. The fact that the entrance to the Jewel Valley is this public space really highlights the importance of secrecy. If the valley's elite, those sorcerers Karina mentioned, if they discover her true identity as the potential empress, the consequences could be devastating.
So she has to walk a tightrope between developing her abilities and staying hidden.
It's a high-stakes game of cosmic hide-and-seek.
And it gets even more intense when Lucas has a run-in with a powerful wizard from the valley's most notorious faction. And this happens in downtown Curitiba, Brazil.
I know, right?
That's not exactly subtle.
It's like a deliberate message, a warning.
So the dangers of the Jewel Valley aren't confined to that dimension. They can spill over into Earth.
That's what worries Lucas. This encounter, it underscores the fact that Karina's journey isn't just about personal growth. It's about protecting herself and potentially the entire universe from those who would misuse this power.
Okay, so things just got really serious.
They did.
So what does this mean for Karina and Lucas? How do they even begin to protect themselves from threats that can pop up anywhere?
Well, they realize they need a new plan. Instead of just casually entering the valley during peak hours, they decide to travel on Tuesdays after midnight when the portal is about to close.
So less traffic, less risk of running into trouble.
Exactly. It's a smart move, prioritizing stealth and minimizing their exposure.
It's a good start, but I have a feeling it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to protecting someone like Karina.
You're right. They need a multi-layered approach to security, and that's where Karina's guardians come in.
Guardians.
Oh.
Now,
Agatha and Seed, two powerful beings dedicated to protecting her, not just physically, but by obscuring her true identity.
so like an interdimensional security detail.
Think of it more like a protective energy field. The more powerful energies they surround her with, the harder it becomes for others to see through the disguise, to sense her true potential.
Clever. Very clever.
It's all about misdirection, making her less of a target.
So strategic timing, powerful allies. What about Karina herself? Does she have any tricks up her sleeve to help maintain her cover?
Oh, absolutely. Remember her training at Druechyn? She learned a facial mutation technique that allows her to subtly shift her features.
So she can blend in.
She's like a chameleon adapting to her environment, making herself less noticeable.
It's amazing how much preparation and awareness goes into this.
Mhm.
It's not just raw power, it's strategy and cunning.
Exactly.
And let's not forget, Seed, her closest friend and a powerful alien in her own right. Her own story is fascinating, but her loyalty to Karina runs deep. She chooses to accompany them, providing both emotional support and a formidable presence.
It really speaks to the power of friendship, even in these extraordinary circumstances.
It sounds like Karina has assembled quite the team. Strategic planning, powerful guardians, a loyal friend.
They're as prepared as they can be, but the Jewel Valley is full of surprises.
And this is just the beginning of her training.
We've only just scratched the surface of what she's capable of and the dangers she'll face.
So we've established that the Jewel Valley is more than just a pretty place. It's a realm of power potential and some pretty serious pitfalls. But what does all this mean for Karina's journey to become the Universal Hybrid Empress? How does navigating a valley full of shimmering temptations and shadowy figures actually prepare her for that kind of responsibility?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's easy to get caught up in all the fantastical elements, the manifesting jewels, the intergalactic airport, the sorcerers lurking in the shadows.
But it's easy to get swept up in the adventure of it all.
But if we step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture, we can see how this experience is shaping her character and the skills she'll need as a leader on a cosmic scale.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Give me an example.
Well, think about the ethical dilemmas she's facing. She can create wealth with her mind, but she also sees how that power can be abused, how it
Right.
can corrupt people. She encounters these sorcerers who enslave others to hoard wealth, and she sees the vulnerability of those who stumble into the valley unintentionally.
Right. It's like she's getting a front row seat to the best and the worst of humanity.
Exactly. And these experiences, they're forcing her to confront the complexities of power, to understand that true leadership isn't just about wielding strength, it's about using it responsibly and protecting those who are vulnerable.
It's like a crash course in ethical leadership with a backdrop of cosmic beauty and danger.
And it makes you wonder if these challenges are deliberately placed in her path, like tests designed to prepare her for the even greater challenges she'll face as Empress.
That's a fascinating perspective. It really ties into the whole concept of the mermaid. Ascension trials,
Yeah.
this grand narrative that unfolds throughout her journal entries. Each challenge she overcomes, each ethical dilemma she navigates, it's all pushing her closer to fulfilling her destiny.
And the Jewel Valley, with its beauty and its danger, its temptations and its lessons, it's the perfect setting for this stage of her journey. It's like a microcosm of the universe itself.
With all its complexities and contradictions.
Precisely. And speaking of microcosms, there's this fascinating detail in one of Karina's entries that I wanted to mention. Remember how their intention to travel together led them to that grand intergalactic airport?
Yeah, like a cosmic layover.
Well, she describes the portal itself as this breathtaking thing shimmering with 1,000 colors, almost like a galaxy contained within a doorway.
Wow, that's beautiful.
But she also mentions feeling uneasy, like she's being watched as if unseen eyes are scrutinizing each traveler who passes through.
That's a bit creepy. It adds a layer of mystery to the whole thing.
It also highlights the importance of disguise and misdirection. If even entering the Jewel Valley feels like stepping onto a cosmic stage, then her ability to blend in, to mask her true identity, becomes even more crucial.
It's like she's playing a high-stakes game of cosmic poker, with her true potential being the hand she has to conceal until the right moment.
And just like in poker, the stakes keep getting higher with each hand. Remember Lucas's encounter with that powerful wizard in Brazil?
Oh yeah, that was a close call.
That incident wasn't just a random threat, it was a reminder that the forces at play here extend far beyond the Jewel Valley itself.
Right, it's like the boundaries between realms are blurring with danger potentially lurking around every corner.
Exactly. It underscores the need for constant vigilance for strategic thinking that goes beyond just navigating the immediate challenges of the valley. They need to be aware of the bigger picture, the unseen forces that might be manipulating events.
So it's not just about facing down sorcerers and resisting the temptation of easily manifested wealth. It's about recognizing patterns, anticipating threats, and understanding the motivations of those who might be pulling the strings from behind the scenes.
And that's where Karina's unique abilities, particularly her lineage, come into play. She mentions in one entry that her ancestors were known for their strategic brilliance, their ability to anticipate their enemies' moves and outmaneuver them.
So she's got that strategic mind in her blood.
It's like she's inherited a genetic predisposition for playing this cosmic chess match. And as she goes deeper into the Jewel Valley's challenges, we see her starting to tap into that inherited strategic thinking.
So how does that play out in her actions?
Well, she and Lucas adjust their travel schedule. They start entering the valley late at night when the portal is less crowded. They enlist the help of her guardians to create a protective energy shield around her, masking her true identity. And she uses that facial mutation technique to blend in and become less recognizable. Each of these actions might seem small on their own, but they all contribute to a larger strategy of misdirection and protection.
It's amazing to see her combining her innate abilities with those learned skills and strategic thinking.
She's weaving together a tapestry of protection, using every thread at her disposal to shield herself against the unseen forces that threaten her.
And it's a tapestry that's constantly evolving, right? She has
Yeah.
to adapt to the ever-changing circumstances of this journey.
The Jewel Valley is a dynamic environment full of unexpected twists and turns, and Karina's ability to adjust her approach to think on her feet is proving to be just as valuable as her raw power.
It's a good reminder that true leadership isn't about rigidity or clinging to a fixed plan. It's about being flexible, resourceful, and willing to adapt to the challenges that inevitably arise. You know, we talked about the Jewel Valley as this training ground, right? This place where Karina is facing all these challenges and honing her skills. But I keep coming back to this idea of balance. You know, the balance between power and responsibility, between ambition and compassion. It seems like a recurring theme in her journey so far.
Oh, it's definitely a crucial theme, and it becomes even more important, I think, as we move into this next phase of her journey. The Jewel Valley isn't just a static environment, it's a dynamic, ever-shifting landscape that really mirrors Karina's own internal struggles and growth.
That's an interesting way to put it. So it's not just about overcoming those external obstacles. It's about navigating the internal landscape as well.
Exactly. The Jewel Valley is like a crucible, a place where Karina's deepest desires and fears are amplified, forcing her to confront those aspects of herself that might hinder her journey, those things that might hold her back.
So it's like a trial by fire for her soul.
Yeah, you could say that, and think about the sorcerers who prey on newcomers. They represent the seductive allure of power without responsibility, the temptation to take shortcuts, to exploit others for personal gain.
It's almost like they embody the shadow side of Karina's own potential, like a cautionary tale of what could happen if she gives in to those darker impulses.
It's a brilliant insight, and it's not just about avoiding those negative traits, it's about actively cultivating their opposites. Karina's compassion for the enslaved travelers, her desire to protect them, that speaks volumes about her character.
It shows that she's not just focused on personal power, but on using her abilities to help others
Yeah,
to make a real difference in the world.
exactly. And it's not just about grand gestures, it's about those small, everyday choices that reveal our true character. Karina's decision to change their travel schedule to minimize their exposure and risk. That might seem like a simple tactical maneuver, but it also reflects her growing sense of responsibility. She's not just thinking about herself. She's considering the safety of those around her, especially her guardians, Agatha and Seed, who are putting themselves in danger to protect her.
It's a subtle shift, but it's powerful. She's moving from self-preservation to shared responsibility.
And we can't forget about the importance of friendship in all of this. Seed's unwavering loyalty, her willingness to stand by Karina even as she pursues her own quest to reclaim her kingdom. It's a beautiful testament to the power of human connection.
Even amidst all this cosmic chaos.
Precisely, it's a reminder that we don't have to face these challenges alone, that true strength is often found in the bonds we forge with others.
And speaking of seed, there's this one detail in Karina's journal that really stood out to me. She mentions that Seed's journey to reclaim her kingdom is filled with its own challenges, ancient prophecies, formidable adversaries. But what struck me is that Seed chooses to share those struggles with Karina, seeking her advice and support.
It's a perfect example of reciprocity. Even the most powerful beings need to rely on each other to give and receive support.
It's a beautiful image of two strong women, each on their own unique path, but finding strength and solace in their friendship.
And as Karina's time in the Jewel Valley comes to a close, we see her emerging with a deeper understanding of herself, her powers, and the responsibilities that come with them.
She's faced her fears, confronted her shadows, and made choices that reflect her growing compassion and sense of purpose.
She's graduating from this cosmic training ground, ready for the next chapter.
And what a chapter promises to be. Karina's journal entries hint at an eastward journey, a quest to uncover ancient secrets and confront forces that threaten the very fabric of the universe.
The stakes are getting higher, the danger is more intense.
Cosmic Divers, it looks like we're in for one wild ride as we continue to follow Karina's journey to become the Universal Hybrid Empress.
And as we move forward, let's remember the lessons we've learned from her time in the Jewel Valley, the importance of balance, the power of compassion, the strength we find in friendship, and above all, the transformative power of belief.
Beautifully said. To all you cosmic divers out there, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep your hearts open to the wonders and possibilities that await us all. Until next time, may your journeys be filled with adventure wisdom and the unwavering belief in your own potential.